Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Walker. I'm an account manager here at Prosource Wholesale in Phoenix, and I will be talking about flooring today. I am here with your professor, Ms. Blair, and we will be going through hard surfaces first. So let's start with hardwood flooring. There are really two different kinds of hardwood. There's engineered hardwood and there's solid hardwood. This here is an example of engineered hardwood, and you cannot tell which one it is just by looking at the face of it. It is the construction. Do you see the layers there? This would make it an engineered hardwood, where you have a veneer of hardwood on top of layers of plywood. The pro to that is that, especially being here in a valley where you can't nail a solid hardwood down into your concrete, this you can glue, you can float it, and you can nail it. Or rather, you can staple it, excuse me. The biggest pros, I guess, to hardwood would be that it adds a lot of value to your home. It can be refinished, so you can sand it down and you can restain it another color. And then it's also one of a kind, so there are no pattern repeats like you have with other hardwood, imitation hardwood looking flooring. The cons, of course, would be the initial cost. It's a little bit more expensive to purchase. You really shouldn't use it in full baths where there are bathtubs and showers, because moisture can hurt it for sure. And saying that again, water is definitely the enemy, and that's why you don't want to put this. You can put it in your kitchen, you can put it in your half bath, but you should not put it in your full bathroom where you would have lots of water, standing water.
What about in a commercial setting?
There are certain hardwoods that you can use in a commercial setting, but you have to make sure that it has the proper finish and that it has a commercial warranty. There are hardwoods that are specifically made for commercial settings. The next segment in solid flooring would be your laminate. So it really does look like hardwood when you're looking at it. But what this is, it's actually a pressed wood. You can see that inside. It's a pressed wood, and it has a picture on top with a wear layer on top of that. It's a great looking option for someone that's a little bit more on a tighter budget. It's a lot more affordable. It's very durable. You can use many different laminates in commercial settings as well, and it's not going to fade. Where some hardwoods are photosensitive, especially here where we get so much sunlight, that they can fade in direct sunlight. So you have to be careful if you're installing this in front of, say, a picture window, the solid hardwood that is, that you make sure that that is protected. So the cons to doing a laminate floor, again, there are some water resistant options out there now. Some will even call waterproof options. I would be careful using that word. So water can be the enemy as well. So putting this in a bathroom, you have to make sure that it's rated for that. Again, very, very durable. Some people object to the clickety-clackety sound that it can make when you're walking on it, but they've really come a long way with that. Some cheaper options can look pretty artificial, so that's probably another con to it. It can look a little bit plasticky. Moving on to the hottest segment and the fastest moving segment in flooring right now is going to be what they call your luxury vinyl. So again, it really does look like a hardwood floor. It is waterproof. It has basically the way it's constructed. Can you see that in there? It has a padding that's already attached to the bottom, which looks something like this. So it can either be a cork backing or a rubber backing that's already attached to the product. Going back to laminate for a second, that does not have a padding, so you have to install a padding first on your floor, and then you install the laminate on top of that. And the way that you install a laminate is it just clicks and floats over your existing flooring. Same here with the luxury vinyl. And then on top of that padding, you're going to have your core of the product, and then the picture, and then a wear layer on top of that. So the wear layer is going to be what will determine where this can be installed. A regular residential setting, you're fine using a 6 or a 12. If you go to a 20 mil wear layer, that is now considered commercial. So you can use this in commercial settings. The really beautiful thing about this, if you really want hardwood throughout, you can put this in your bathrooms too. So all wet areas, it's rated for that. The pros, of course, it's mid-priced. So it's probably right between the hardwood and your laminate. It's very, very durable. Again, waterproof, commercially rated. I would say the only con to it would be there's still a stigma attached to. People say, oh, vinyl, I don't want vinyl. I don't want grandma's linoleum. No, it's really come a long way. Now when you list a home and it has this in the home, they can actually list it as a luxury flooring. Okay. One other thing that I love about the vinyl is that because it's a picture on top, you don't have to do a hardwood look. You can have a tile look without having to go to tile or stone. So this here would look like a beautiful gray slate floor, and it's vinyl. It's the same product. It's just a different picture on top.
So the net is rated for commercial use.
So this particular one is rated for commercial use, yes. This particular line has a 20 mil wear layer on top, so yes, you can use this in commercial spaces. Okay. Absolutely. 30 would be like overkill, like now I want to land an airplane on it. But no, 20 is very good. 12 is fine for residential, so is 6 really.
Is this sold by the square foot?
All of these products are sold by the square foot, correct.
And then like a ballpark figure on how much it costs to install?
Install pricing, that will always depend on the project itself. So is there flooring material that has to come up first? Is there floor prep? Are there going to be baseboards that will need to be done? So there are a lot of things that go into the price of an install or a labor. If you go into an empty home, new construction, to install this floor will be a lot less than when you have to do a demo of an existing floor and then installing.
What about trim pieces and transitions?
So all of these are going to have trim pieces and transitions. I don't know if you can see that there. If you can zoom in on that, you will have...
Oh, that's not a good idea.
No? Okay. So there are T-molds and stair nosings, quarter rounds that you can use, and then reducers as well. The T-mold you would put between two hard surfaces. So if this product is coming up to, say, a tile, then you would use a T-mold. If it's butting up to carpet, you will probably use a reducer because it needs to reduce in height down to the carpet. And then if you're doing a staircase, then you would take this product and you would glue the actual product to the stair, and then you add the stair nose to it to finish off that bull nose of the face. Okay?
Very good.
All right.